Today, I'm going to walk you through 8 different ways for you to uncover your prospect's emotions and as a result, increase your conversions. As you know, I talk about this a lot. Emotion is the key to everything that you need in order to increase conversions. If you want to drive more sales, leads, and revenue, you have to leverage emotion. You have to understand your customers' emotions, your prospects' emotions, their pains, their challenges, and their desired outcomes. And I've been using this system for over 10 years, and I've been 10 timing conversions for my clients using this process. Now, every single time I say use emotion, everyone says, cool, Talia, but how do I actually do that? So this is what this video is about. I'm going to show you 8 different ways you can start by uncovering those emotions. You may find that some of these are more relevant to you and some are less, but that's exactly what this is for. You can choose where you are on the journey, whether you're just getting started or you have a ton of traffic, and choose the best method for yourself. Wherever you are in the process, I've got a way for you to uncover your customers' emotions. Method number 1 is running visitors surveys. Visitor surveys are super simple to do, and they are great for sourcing the different hesitations, concerns, roadblocks, and pains people have before converting. What you want to do is essentially set up a survey with 2-3 questions max to the people who are coming to your website and haven't converted yet. You're essentially trying to figure out why they're on the website, what is actually getting in their way right now, and what pain they're trying to solve. What you're basically doing is setting up a survey on the website for people who have not yet converted. We want to ask them 2 to 3 question max and actually understand what are their pains, challenges, and roadblocks from converting. Number 2 is customer surveys. This is one of my favorite methods because essentially what you're doing is sending out an email to all of your customers asking them to answer a couple of questions. Now, the questions you want to be asking are not about the actual solution that you have or the product that you're selling, but about the value that they are getting, understanding and uncovering their emotions. What is really, really great about this method is that if you run visitor surveys, the first method we mentioned, and you pair it with customer surveys, you have amazing content. Meaning, on the visitor survey, you're going to uncover what isn't working, what pains they're going through, what challenges they have, and the customer surveys are going to actually show you and reveal the value that people get from your product. So then on your website, you can say, we know that you are feeling X, Y, and Z, and we promise you're going to feel this, this, and that at the end because you're pairing 2 sets of data together, and they work amazingly well together. The third method is interviews, running interviews with your customers. Now, whenever I mention interviews, people get super alarmed and worried about spamming people, annoying their customers. So let me just make it clear. I'm not talking about 1-hour interviews. I'm talking about 15, 20 minutes tops. And I'm talking about interviewing 5 to 7 people. Now, the key to all of this, and the reason you really want to interview your customers, is because what you get from interviewing customers is something we like to call voice of customer. When you're writing copy and when you're designing a landing page, you want your customer and your prospect to relate as much as possible to what it is that you're writing. Now, if you've ever experienced the part where you're trying to write a landing page, a headline, or any even email, and you're just sitting there hoping for words to come from somewhere, this method will help you so much because literally you're going to use the words that your customers are using. If you want to describe something, you will describe it the way your customers are using. The best copywriters in the whole world don't use a word of their own. They basically only put in the if and buts because they use the customer's language. Interviews are a gold mine and you have to try and get those. Even if it is just 3, I really encourage you to try them. I also have another video on this YouTube channel that tells you exactly how to run really good interviews. Number 4, we actually have something called chat transcripts. So this is actually one of the cool ways to use your chat transcripts. If you have a chat bot on your website, if you're using chat, whether if it's an intercom or if it's any other type of third app that you're using to chat to people who are coming to your website, I recommend downloading the raw data of this chat in order to parse it. What you can do is basically download the whole chat transcript and start looking at common questions that people are asking, common complaints that people are making, the biggest things that people are saying are great, worried about, upset about, happy about. All this stuff can help you better understand the content that needs to be on your page. If people keep asking you in chat about the times you work or the languages you work in, or if you do X, Y, and Z, this means that this content needs to be on your page. So actually identifying the top questions people ask you will help you increase your conversions and actually save you a lot of time in chat. All the methods that I've mentioned so far are for those of you who have a customer base, you have client bases, and you can actually run interviews and you can do surveys. But maybe you're sitting in front of the screen right now and saying, this is all great, Talia, but I don't actually have clients yet. I don't have a big website. I can't run surveys. So here are a few methods that you can use to uncover your prospect emotions without doing it with your own customer base. Review mining is probably one of the best hacks I ever learned from Joanna Weeb from Copy Hackers, which is basically all about looking at reviews all over the website. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you have an accounting software and that's what you're trying to sell. What you could do is go to Amazon and look at the different books that try to solve what you do with your product. You would go to these books and look at them and look at the reviews. What are people saying? What are they saying about the book? What is missing in the book? What isn't working? What didn't work for them in the book? What didn't make sense? Or what was great and they absolutely loved about the book? All of this stuff actually helps you understand what content needs to be on your website. It also helps you identify the emotions people feel towards your product. When you do review mining, you don't have to have a customer base. You don't have to have any reviews. Simply parsing the data from other websites, looking at reviews your competitors are getting, looking at reviews of books and other services that people are getting will help you understand how people feel about the market, the industry, products that are out there, and what's missing for them. Uncovering what's missing will help you identify the emotions and the things that you need to talk about in your copy and your landing pages and your funnels. One very, very cool method of uncovering your prospect's emotions is actually competitor research. When I talk about competitor research, I don't mean looking at the features that your competitors have or the pricing. I'm talking about the different emotions that are happening on the website. What is their value proposition? What are they promising? What are people leaving as reviews on your competitors' websites? What are they complaining about? Do they have a support system where you can go and look at all the tickets? Do they have a community for your specific competitor? And can you learn from that? There's so much data out there from competitors that is not to do with the actual solution, but with the emotions around it. And by simply investigating, researching, looking at what other people are saying, you can uncover so much. One of our favorite methods for uncovering raw emotions is actually talking to sales teams. Your sales team knows everything about your customers. They hear their complaints, they hear their questions, they answer their questions all day, and they have conversations with them all the time. If you can talk to the support or to your sales team, you will uncover exactly what is bothering your prospects, what's not working for them, and what they're looking for. And it's a great way to see how in sync the whole team is around your customers. If you had the opportunity to run visitor surveys, customer surveys, and interviews, when you get to the part where you interview your sales team or your support team, you will have a direct window and understanding of how well your team understands your customers. Every single one of the methods that I mentioned today can have a huge impact on your conversions. So even if you do just one or two of the methods that I mentioned today, you will see growth and you will learn a ton from your customers. If you'd like to learn even more and get even deeper into how to conduct each one of these methods, we have many videos on this YouTube channel, and on our blog, we have complete guides for each one of them. And I will be attaching links in the descriptions for each one of them. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Talia Wolf and I'm a conversion optimization specialist. I help companies like Mercedes and Teamwork, Thinkific, Fiverr, and many others increase their conversions. And I've also taught on stages all over the world at Google, Harvard, and many others, showing them exactly how I increase conversions and 10 times sales for my clients using emotional marketing. If you like this content and if you want to learn more about how to increase conversions in both your B2B business or any other business, funnels, landing pages, and websites, subscribe to my channel and like this video and you can learn a lot more. I'll see you in the next video.